In the history of formation and development, the United States has always been one of the pioneers in economics, science and technology, military, and many other fields. However, not everything for the United States is a rosy picture. One of the major challenges is natural disasters, and the United States has always been one of the countries most heavily affected by natural disaster in the world. Typically, the recent flood disaster that has caused the United States to suffer many severe consequences. Masonry. Today, let's learn about the terrible floods that occurred in the United States. Miami. Floods in the United States. Miami. Reportedly, according to the National Hurricane Center in Miami, a tropical storm will appear in the Florida Peninsula. The Florida state government declared a state of emergency for flash flooding as the storm circulation caused heavy rain that caused widespread flooding. This can be said to be one of the most devastating storms in the history of his country. This is a panoramic view of the famous U.S. coastal city of Miami after a terrible tropical storm. Here, high waves broke through the breakwater, causing flooding and blocking many roads. Many high-rise apartments stand alone between flooded roads that look like islands rising in the water. Residential areas in Little Havana flooded, and the downtown area with major highways closed under deep water. Fast water everywhere, wide waves on the street, trees being knocked down. The whole beautiful city of Miami is suffering from terrible flooding. Heavy rains and intermittent waves of storm raged throughout Miami City. The whole city was almost without power in most parts. The streets were flooded. The wind carried dangerous flying objects in the air, and at least 2 cranes collapsed. The storm toppled many trees and turned streets into rivers. Miami received about 10 inches of rain from this monster storm. It blew off rooftops, knocked down structures and hospitals, and submerged hundreds of miles of coastline underwater. Communication and traffic to many areas were cut off. Because of the heavy flooding may disrupt the search for victims of the Miami apartment building collapse. The government also warned people that the flood situation could be worse. People along the coast have been told to evacuate as the deadly storm prepares to enter. It can be said that within a few hours, many areas have fallen into heavy flooding. The area near Apalachicola is up to 2.3 meters deep. The worst affected areas are tourist towns. The 6 severely flooded areas in the state are Monroe, Miami, Tampa, Big Bend, Orlando, and Jacksonville. 3 flights in Florida were canceled because the airport was forced to close. A series of cars were lying still on the flooded roads of Florida, including many dead machines. Some still trying to cross the fast-moving water. There are also a few rare cases of deciding to push the car out of the flooded area. Massive flooding in large areas in Florida. Thousands of households in Florida, Georgia, and Alabama fell into complete power outage and lack of running water. U.S. officials said they will focus on dealing with the disaster and will continue to try to mobilize forces to rescue people trapped by floods as quickly as possible. However, weather researchers say that the fact that the United States is constantly being hit by severe typhoons gives people the feeling that the United States is suffering more and more storms. Many argue that climate change could contribute to worsening storm conditions. Even so, the link between climate change and storm activity is complex and uncertain. According to scientists, the number of storms and the recorded information are not enough to create a large database for research. Climate change is also causing some conspicuous effects. As the Earth warms, The atmosphere can hold more moisture. As a result, storms or thunderstorms can bring more rain than before and cause severe flooding. As the sea levels rise, large waves and storm surges will also have more severe consequences. In order to prevent floods, people are urged to strengthen their houses firmly, stay indoors, limit movement, and especially not drive in the rain, and monitor and update information regularly. Authorities everywhere in Florida have distributed free sandbags to people to block floodwaters. They are also recommended to stock up on essentials. Rescue teams are always ready to operate 24/7. Rescue centers supporting people as well as shelters have opened their doors in case of need. It can be said that natural disasters do not leave out any country, even though it has a developed economy with advanced transportation infrastructure. The United States will suffer from flooding on the streets every time it rains and storms appear. The damage caused by floods is immeasurable to the United States. Each time it passed, it turned many areas of the United States into a ruin that many liken the scene of the apocalypse. Today's video ends here. Hope this video will help you understand more about flooding in the USA, Miami. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share the article to support us. Goodbye and see you in the next videos.